Hey guys, Philos here. This video is going to be on a 6-piece Marauder build, Sentry build based around the Danetta combo. I basically use this for lower difficulty speed clearing, and actually, depending on the level of your gems, you can run this build effectively into T6, which is the equivalent to about Greater Rift level 25 to 30. So I'm actually using this build basically to level up the keys anywhere from level 1 up to around level 30, and then at level 30 I change into, like a two-handed crossbow build with the rucksack and things like that. But lower than level 30, I've had really good success with the Danettas. Combining with this gem, the damage increase for primary spending, it actually is going to stack up from vaulting because the vault costs hatred, so you're able to maintain stacks on this gem to increase your damage simply by vaulting. So you kind of just alternate between dropping a sentry and vaulting to maintain that gem to get that damage increase. And this can stack up to 60 times, like a ton, whenever you have max level, and you get a bunch of damage and also the armor as well. Very easy to maintain with the Danetta combo here. So generally I would only run this build up to about Torment 4, but with the gem increases and things like that, I'm able to just pretty much destroy T6 with a double Danetta build. And some things to keep in mind with the itemization. I'm running the 6-piece with the Cinder Coat. That way I can actually cast more cluster arrows and multi-shots on my own. Works really well on the lower difficulties rather than running Taskers to get the increased attack speed. I go with the Cinder Coat here. And, cooldown reduction in the helmet. When you're dual wielding, the damage of the Sentry is going to be based off of your main hand weapon. So, you do want to get that 10% damage roll on your main hand, and then your offhand you can kind of get whatever you want. Cooldown reduction is what I went with. It's really good. The damage on your offhand doesn't actually matter, so that's kind of cool. I'm just going to use that as a stat stick. And yeah, I mean, that's the idea with the items and the gem. The build, there's going to be a bunch of different variations. It doesn't really matter what you use on the lower difficulties. Pretty much anything works. I like this combo with the elemental arrow, cluster arrow, and multi-shot. It works really well. The rotation is nice. And you get the damage bonus and everything, and the snare and stuff. So this is what I'm working with here. That's what the spec looks like. Alright. So I'm just going to show a little rift here. We'll do 22. Make it nice and quick. Pretty much just kind of run through. Drop your sentries, keep moving. And remember just to kind of alternate. You just have to make sure that you vault regularly. Keep that buff up. And then once you have your little, because you can only have 3 sentries without the rucksack, once you have 3 set up, you can, spend your extra resources on either Frost Arrow or the Cluster Arrow, either one. Depending on how the monsters are spread out. It's not too serious. But this build is really fun, and it's nice to have the Danetta build kind of able to utilize these gems so easily. It's pretty cool.
My strength is back. I need more time.
And if you do get low on hatred, in order to maintain, you kind of just don't really cast anything except Vault. Because you'll generate more than enough to just kind of keep it up with Vault. And then you can use the companion to recover your resources. And then on the Rift Guardian, you know, you just get your 3 sentries up. Keep your stacks with the Frost Arrow, a couple cluster arrows when you have the extra resources. And before you know it, they're dead. Pretty simple. And 22 is really easy. Like I said, I would run this for the sake of the speed up to about level 30. Works really well. High pace build. Or utilizing some gems. And the 6-piece Marauder and the Danettas. There you go. One more look at the spec, and like I said, you know, it's subject to some variations, so you know, use this just kind of as a reference, maybe, and then look into some variation of this. It's working really well for me. Thanks for watching. See you next time.